Take a look at this. This is Israel, a young, newly declared state, just a fraction of the size of its neighbors, born from the ashes of a devastating global conflict and clinging to this small strip of land. And these are all the Arab countries, nations with established armies, millions of people, and a shared determination to see this young state fall.
On the one hand, the declaration of Israel's independence could be viewed as an act of possible national suicide. A whole Arab world against Israel, and with borders that, according to military experts, could not easily be defended. With no other country in the world willing to fight for us, or even with us, the state looked like sheer insanity. On the other hand, it was an act of faith.
In 1948, a small primitive nation that had recently endured the traumatic events of World War II found itself entangled in a conflict that would redefine the region's territorial borders. The Jewish diaspora scattered across the globe for centuries, always maintaining a profound connection to their ancient homeland. This bond was not just spiritual, but also a testament to their enduring resilience and cultural heritage. The Holocaust horrors have heightened the need for a Jewish state, representing a return to their ancestral roots, in a place where Jews can feel secure and no longer depend on others for their safety. However, the Arab population have been settling there meanwhile, and establishing vibrant communities throughout the land, and as Jewish immigration increased, tensions began to mount. On November 2, 1917, during the height of World War I, the Balfour Declaration was issued by the British government, expressing support for the official establishment of a national home for Jewish people in Mandatory Palestine, already planning for when they would seize the territory from the Ottoman Empire. This declaration planted the seeds of a future Jewish state, but also set the stage for a conflict with the Arab population already residing there. Following the end of World War I in 1918, the League of Nations granted Britain the mandate over Palestine. This period saw increasing Jewish immigration to Palestine, driven by the Zionist movement and the dire situation for Jews in Europe. From 1942 to 1948, an estimated 100,000 Jews immigrated to the British Mandate, mainly through ship. The influx of Jewish immigrants led to the heightened tensions with the Arab population, who reacted with hostility. Violent clashes and mutual distrust characterized the region, notably during the Arab Revolt in Mandatory Palestine from 1936 to 1939. The British often failed in their attempts to mediate and control the situation, resulting in increasing instability. The events of World War II and the Holocaust had significant impact on Jewish migrants. The large-scale atrocities committed against Jews in Europe led to widespread international support for the establishment of the Jewish state. Many Holocaust survivors seeking refuge and a fresh start migrated to the British Mandate in large numbers. The British, facing challenges in managing the escalating tensions, found themselves entangled in conflicting commitments and increasing violence. On the 29th of November, 1947, the United Nations proposed a partition plan to address the conflict. The UN Resolution 181 aimed to create separate Jewish and Arab states, where each group would have their own land. The Arab state was to have a territory of 42%, which consisted of central Israel, and the Jewish state, granted 56% of the territory, included the Negev desert and a part of northern Israel, while the remaining 2% would become an international zone, including the holy city of Jerusalem. The Jewish community, desperate for a secure homeland, accepted the partition plan. On the other hand, the Arabs rejected it. As the British prepared to withdraw from Palestine, scheduled for May 15, 1948, due to mounting pressures from both sides, the Jewish leadership under David Ben-Gurion, took decisive steps towards independence. On May 14, 1948, a day before the British Mandate officially ended, David Ben-Gurion declared the establishment of a Jewish state at the Tel Aviv Museum of Art, with Jerusalem being its capital. This was a bold move, made in anticipation of the end of British rule and the likely military response from Arab states. The declaration also extended an inclusive invitation to the Arab inhabitants of the new land, inviting them to join in the nation-building process with promises of full and equal citizenship, seeking to build unity in a region known for its diversity and historical tensions. Within hours, armies from Egypt, Transjordan, Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq launched an invasion. This marked the beginning of the war, a conflict driven by a potent mix of pan-Arab nationalism and a united objective: to prevent a Jewish state.